What's up, everybody? It's me, Adam Prime, and with me, as always, is the dashing, always helpful, really does help keep some of this channel really together.
I'm Stormy.
I'm being honest, though.
Really?
Like regular video stuff-wise, it's like, unless it's like review stuff, which is obvious stuff I can do on my own. Like, I don't need somebody to set up when I'm at my table showing a toy at the table. I can do that.
You got that covered.
I'm fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's,
but I would
it's
say
hard to, see through the camera and stuff.
Well, yeah.
Like, you don't exactly have a viewfinder or anything. So.
Yeah, so.
I'm helpful sometimes. Yay.
Well, yeah, then it's, you give many, I'm about to say, I'm realizing the only other videos outside of these you've been in is the Mother of Ultra one. That's the only other video.
Remember what happened earlier in the movie? Okay, it's cold in space. Remember a sweater.
That's such a good, that was a fun bit. That was a fun bit.
Space
I hope to do more. I hope to do more of those. I really do. I really do.
Yeah.
But
I always like your skits. They're really fun.
Well, yeah, they're just a blast to make. So this week in TokuBrew
Podcast.
Yes.
And
there's a lot to talk about this week. There's a little bit of there's first things first. We got the new trademark for the next Kamen Rider. It is Kamen Rider Geats.
Possibly.
Geats. I hope it's not pronounced Gates, because we already have a Gates technically. And somebody's like, actually, it's Gaze. And it's like, that's how it's spelled, but it definitely sounds like it's saying Gates. So shut up.
I mean...
my name is Thomas.
I'm just hoping...
It's Thomas, shut the fuck up.
I'd be fine with Geats if only just because it isn't Gates, because I don't want another Blade and Blades situation.
Blade, not Blades. Blade's not Blade. Geats, not Gates. Gates, not Geats. We got the meats. We got the Geats. I don't know where that's going.
Wait, that's Farmers. I was trying to think of the Hellshire Farm. Go meet.
Oh my god. Also,
State Farm.
Also, sorry that
we're not sponsored by State Farm.
we are not sponsored by State. No.
Is this Jake from State Farm?
Oh my god.
It's a little late and we're a little tired. This may be a bit chaotic.
Yeah. Well, also, sorry we're a little bit behind. We were busy this weekend. We had stuff we had to do. So if some of this, everyone's like, this is old, we will try to get the next episode out when we can. And somebody's like, well, do whatever. We have lives. Come on. Shut up. Yeah. Whoever you are. But thank you for being considerate.
Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. But
recently we got because this is mostly a Donbrothers themed show.
Basically.
This is Donbrother hour.
This week in Donbrothers.
Yeah, this week in Donbrothers. We actually got some news of the 6th Ranger.
Yeah, it was
Don Dragoku.
Yeah.
And Don Toravolt. He is a 2-formed one. There's not 2 guys.
So think Lupin versus Patra Ranger.
Exactly.
Gold and silver again.
Gold and silver. I don't know. Is it we're gonna have a picture of the toy, and it just seems like more of the armor.
Yeah, but it's still
yeah, it's still gold and silver, but actually maybe more white.
I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
Well, yeah,
and he's dragon themed.
He's a dragon and tiger themed. And
ooh.
What do you think? What do you think of the suits?
From what I've seen, they seem pretty interesting. Again, I'm gonna wait until I see them in show because that always.
I love the mouths.
I kind of like the
I love the Taro mouths. I love the Taro mouth.
So does he have completely rimmed sunglasses because he has a frame around his visor and everything?
Oh yeah, where that forms the dragon.
Yeah.
Which I now see the little doopy eyes, where the eyes are. I know how they're trying to make it, but weirdly looks kind of dopey-eyed to me.
It is cool that the gold dragon form the shoulder pads look like they have scales, and on the silver one, it's more of
a brick style.
I'm fairly sure. It must have a specific name. Isn't there a specific type type of samurai armor that's like plates like that.
I think so. I'm not quite sure, but that would make sense.
It reminds me a lot of the acorn from Gaim.
No, you're thinking Pinecone. Acorn was
Pinecone?
Greedon. Greedon had the hammer. Kurokage had the spear.
I just remembered it was one or the other. It was one of the seeds.
But yeah, which is his transformation item is the Riko Nogeki. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right.
The stabby do.
Yeah, it's a stabby spear. I did pre-order this.
Yeah.
It looks cool.
It does look cool.
It looks pretty cool.
That is a really nice smooth transition between like the spear and the axe form.
I like it.
It looks good both ways, and it's just like,
which is shocking.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not, and it has
get
like
really messed up, and it looks really good.
And it has like a cool effect of the dragon.
I particularly really like the axe. I like axe.
I'm glad I have it. Like I'm a fan of axes. Axes are a weapon of choice often.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm playing a video game or if I
real life, you used to.
I used to have an axe. I used to have axes. Yeah, but like I dig it, and it looks like it's gonna be pretty long.
Which is a really funny thing to think of.
What?
Just you chucking a hatchet at a tree or something.
What do you think we primes do? We got sick axes.
That is fair. That's fair.
We got 6 axes.
Was it Energon?
No.
Oh.
Only on Thursday nights. But
special occasions.
But yeah, no, and apparently like the toy itself is gonna be pretty big, because it's touting the number of how big it's gonna be. Really? I'm not gonna throw up the picture, but because you can probably already tell. But yeah, it's saying it's like 560 millimeters, which is pretty long.
That's pretty good because a lot of the blade weapons that we see, like just for like normal retail rather than like big adult pieces, are usually just butter knives.
And to be fair, though, here's the other thing. Well, that and there's sword laws, like
that's fair.
Like in Japan, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and the spear, because it's obviously never going to be as long as it is in the show.
Well, yeah,
because there's no way. Because it's like,
the axe looks pretty good though. That looks like an actual like throwing hammer.
Yeah, it looks like he's actually like small. Like it doesn't look like it's gonna be as big when it's in like full spear mode, when it's in axe mode. Mm-hmm. So
wouldn't it be cool if it like telescoped out?
That would be pretty cool, but it's like I feel like the length that it is the toy is like gonna be the perfect length for the axe when it's in axe mode, but the spear mode needs to extend. But like, oh my god, I lost my train of thought.
It's a perfect for the axe.
But it's also like perfect blade wise though for like a spear.
If you get
like it's
grabbing it, then it makes a
well. Even the tip will be a decent size, you know. Oh my god, I saw it. You didn't see the look on her face, but you know what happened. Because I imagine you guys all thought it as well when I said the tip of the spear. Or just the tip.
Whole 560 millimeters, huh? Anyway, should we talk about the episode? Or do we have more to talk about the other stuff?
But like, well, that was the thing though. That's what I'm saying is like, this is gonna function no matter what. Like, it's gonna look good. Because it's like, even like the sunglass sword looked pretty good for a sword toy. But
didn't it actually glow too?
Yeah.
And what was the other one?
And this one's gonna glow. That's what I didn't get. I didn't get the sunglass sword.
No, I mean that one.
Oh, this thing.
Yeah.
I cannot pronounce what the fuck this thing is. It looks like
disc thing.
The Tiggerata? It's like a shield thing.
Tigerata?
It's like a shield thing with that like has a little spinny doos. So I'm thinking that this is gonna have the metal reader, and I didn't pre-order this because I am a fool. I think
this stuff is really hard to come by now.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, is this where the rant's going?
Sure, go ahead.
Oh my god.
He's been holding back for
like
a while.
No joke. Like, if you are a fellow Donbrothers collector like myself, obviously, as I've shown through all my gear videos, my Dawn Blaster video, keep listing off videos so you guys want to go watch them, right? That's what the algorithm wants.
That's how this works, right?
That's how the algorithm wants.
They have to go watch it.
It's law.
YouTube law.
But yeah, this thing is a thing that can hold 5 metals, and also you compared it to the Taja spinner.
Yeah, I just was like, is that a repaint of like the O's thing?
No, but this concept has been reused a lot of times of just, hey, we're gonna make a flat pizza disc thing.
We bought the CSM O's.
But no, we didn't buy the Taja spinner.
We did not buy the Taja spinner because.
But that's ridiculous.
No. Yeah.
Well, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous to expect a like. It's like $200. It's $200 because it's coming with a Blu-ray. Mm-hmm. It's ridiculous. No, it's like it comes with metals, but still, that's terrible. But Donbrothers. But yeah, but Donbrothers stuff, in particular, it has seemed, or at least from everywhere I have checked, is really hard to come by. Or it's like, yeah, you can find it on eBay and everything. But it's like all ridiculous prices.
Oh yeah, the American eBay is just...
No. And like, not saying American eBay doesn't have good prices on stuff. It does, honestly, from time to time. But like...
Japanese imports.
Japanese imports obviously aren't their forte. Yeah. But like, you could look at some of these prices of some of these toys for Donbrothers. It's ridiculous. Like... For gear sets, they're asking like $50-$60, and when you could go to a place like Toku Collectibles, and if you get a pre-order in, yeah, it's not like the $10 that like the gear sets are selling for. They're $26, but if you add in like international shipping and everything, it adds up to about, you're paying about the same when you think in the long run. Yeah. Like in the long run, it's like you're. And especially with how hard it is to find, I will tell, this is a true story, I've only been able to buy 2 DX sets from Japanese retailers. Like, I was only able to get 2. One was from the same store I bought my Dawn Blaster at, and I could only get DX set 2. I could not get DX set 1 anywhere. Amazon Japan is not restocking at all, so you are lucky if that gets restocked ever. Like, that ships to America, I should say. Mm-hmm. Like, shipping to America, like, Amazon Japan, which Amazon Japan, if it is sold by Amazon Japan, 90% of the time, at least from my experience, it can get shipped over here. Like, I've pre-ordered items before. I pre-ordered Memory of Heroes.
I don't think we really had an issue.
Yeah, about to say, matter of fact, I have my Gifford Rex stamp is pre-ordered through them. And... it's like Donbrothers stuff, it's gone. It just disappears.
Don Onitajin is impossible to find.
Well, no, he just got restocked. But like the regular one. So if you want, but like that's the cool thing about Amazon Japan. If there is a bonus, they're usually sold with it. Mm-hmm. Like even for the D-Flasher, the new one for Decker, they sold a set that came with pre-order bonuses, and like, cool. Yeah, and it's like, it makes it easier. So if you bought the Any Ride-On and you're like, well, I want to make sure I get the set that comes with the Zenkaiger 45 gear, you could just buy it on there and you have it. But like, if you buy it from somewhere else, you roll the dice at having it or not. Mm-hmm. So there's that.
At least they're clear on it.
Well, yeah, but
we've had a couple of close calls trying to get Don and Itachi, and it's.
I want that pre-order bonus.
It's been a mess.
Like. It's ridiculous, and overall, it's I'm very interested to see why. It's not like all the toys either. If it was all the toys, it would make sense. But you can easily get the figures, obviously. You want to know the weird thing I'm realizing?
What?
We don't have a full team of vinyls.
Really?
We only have Don Momotaro and Zenkaiser Black. Those are the only 2 we have.
Oh, is our co-host coming to say hi? Oh, shit. Hello there.
Our dogs have entered the fray.
Yeah. Shall we introduce our second girl?
Luna.
Alright. Here's the noisy one. Her name's Looney. Her name's Luna.
Say hello to the internet, Luna. Thank you.
She's noisy. Which is why she's usually not invited.
So, I guess, should we take a pause and get her out of there?
We'll be right back with
We'll be right back. We'll be right back. We'll be back with my rant. Put a pin in that. Put a pin. Just remember, like, you're gonna hear me in like 2 seconds to continue about this.
Okay, we're back with less dogs, and I have Skittles now.
Yep, dogs are gone, and the rainbow has been found. Which is hilarious because we're filming this at night. Recording this. Ooh. But, like, yeah, Donbrothers stuff has been weirdly hard to get. Like, I don't know if this is going to change in the oncoming time, because I feel like now maybe it's shown itself to sell. And I'm also speaking as an American, not as a person living in Japan. Like, if you live in Japan and you're just like, I can just go down to Toys R Us, which that sentence makes me sad because it's true. They can say, I went down to Toys R Us and I see Donbrothers stuff all the time. I see Donbrothers stuff in the clearance bins. Like, I'd just be like, well, good for you, buddy.
Just tears.
Yeah, it's like, not only do you have Toys R Us, you got that. So I guess who loses? Me.
Toys R Us, after they go out of business, time to grow the fuck up.
Oh my god.
Never.
And again, maybe I'm wrong. Like I have no idea how people in Japan are having this thing, but like again, any online retailer I could really go to. I checked I checked Yahoo Japan auctions. I'm realizing maybe I didn't. I'm about to say I need to look again using certain other filters, but like I could barely find anything. Like Yahoo Shopping, I couldn't find anything really. Like I found like the Any Ride-On and stuff, but like it's not like, oh, the Dom Blaster, or like even I think the Dom Blaster was almost ridiculously priced though, if I remember correctly. Like
I think the Dom Blaster was at least reasonable.
No, I'm talking about like where this store was selling it.
Okay.
Is what I was saying. And like hats and shirts.
Yeah, you said like I found a toddler hat.
Yeah, a toddler hat. Yeah, a toddler hat.
I think there's also a shortage in like computer chips at the moment too, so that
Yeah.
probably doesn't help.
Well, yeah, but that makes sense for the Dom Blasters, but like all the gear sets?
I don't know, I thought they had little chips in them.
No. They're plastic. They're all plastic.
Okay.
It's the teeth on the gears that tell them what's in it. So, and it's just I'm really interested, or maybe it's just me, or is it just because
I think everyone's kind of
like I've heard like you were saying earlier with Don Onitajin, I heard so many people like that came out like a week or 2 weeks ago, something like that, and like I heard a bunch of people like not being able to get Don Onitajin and like or Onitajin.
Whatever.
Whatevs. I'm saying it the best I can.
We're never fully sure on some pronunciation.
Well, yeah.
So. Sorry.
It's fine. Where it's like it makes me wonder what's going on. Like, is there actually like the want of people there, or is like Bandai underproducing it because Sentai hasn't been doing that great?
Yeah, I was gonna say I wonder if they're like purposefully underproducing them.
Well, which would make sense
Because
at a business
I've never
standpoint.
seen a shortage this crazy for Sentai. Like I've never seen it.
Like the changer.
Where you have to buy this aggressively.
Like you can't get the changer right now. Like I can't think of anywhere if somebody
that'd be the thing they have the most of, because it's like, oh, like every kid's gonna want at least that.
Exactly.
So they can play it with their friends or something.
Exactly. Like no sets with the changer I can't find anywhere for retail price. Like I'm talking penny for penny retail price. Like it's insanity. Something's humming, but
I think it's our water cooler.
It's fine. But
anyway, should we actually talk about the episode, or
wait,
are you done?
Well, I want to talk about the fucking tiger thing first.
He's not done.
Well, no, okay. But now that we have that out of the way, we have the fucking Tigdorado or whatever. It's
Tigerada.
Tiger Taja spinner. I look at his little paws, I'm realizing.
It really looks like a raccoon.
And this is a picture I am going to be showing. So
you got a little red nose.
Yeah. I like that they have all the gears, like certain ones, like this toy comes with the Kiba Ranger gear and the obviously the Dawn Toravolt gear. Those are the two gears that come with it. But you also see the Dragon Ranger gear and his alter gear, and then you see up top there is his Robotaro gear, but it's like glared out. It's like they don't want you to see it, which
don't worry about it.
like
There's nothing here.
like you can definitely tell that it's not one of the other ones they just made glared. Like that's definitely like new art and or like altered things altogether, because I'm realizing it doesn't look like there's a picture in there at all. But yeah, no. And you can apparently scan the spear to it. I wonder if that means I can scan the spear with the Dawn Blaster.
That could be interesting.
That's a thought. That's a thought right there. I'm gonna have to try that when I get it. But yeah, then we also have his alter, because he has an alter form, much like Momotaro.
Which makes sense.
So I guess all the Dons get alter forms. So, but instead of a peach, he's a danger noodle.
Oh my god, his tail is the spear.
Oh my god, you're right.
He's got sunglasses. And then he takes his spear off. He takes his tail off to use it as a spear. There we go.
Yeah. And we only have pictures of the toy right now. And this is one of these situations where I feel like usually I want to get the Change Hero over like the Mini Plaw. Like, that's what I've usually been doing, is just getting whatever the DX one is. But after getting the Mini Plaw of Momotaro Alter, compared to the Change Hero one, like, the Change Hero one for Momotaro was, I think, pretty good for the price and everything, all things considered. But I feel the other one trounced it in, like, articulations and being a fun figure. But, like, I like the Peach mode on it better. I think the Dondragoku alter just looks bad.
Really?
I just, like, I think it's the toys. I think it's the toys' fault. Like, I'm not blaming.
I
like,
don't mind it just because I think it looks kind of funny and silly, like in a fun way.
Well, yeah, I don't like.
Again,
like, and I think, like I said, I think a mini Plaw version of this would look really good, and especially because of a mini Plaw version, the Dragon mode. Because that's the thing about the mini Plaw version of Momotaro's alter. The Peach mode looks like crap. Like, the Peach mode is barely a mode. It's literally just him covering his face. But with this, I could see them doing something much better, because, like, it will have no head articulation, and it looks like he has no neck, because it looks like he's digging himself into his chin. Like, I don't like how that looks. Like, if I see it on sale, I'd buy it, but it's not
a priority.
It doesn't look good enough to me for me to be like, oh, I want it. But I
still kind of stand by what I said when I first saw it. Like, it weirdly reminds. I don't know if like anyone else will really see it, but when I first saw it, I weirdly thought it looked a lot like a Five Nights at Freddy's character of all things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the gator one that I showed you.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's probably just because it's a gator with sunglasses.
Well, it's a dragon.
Or a dragon, but like, it doesn't look like a gator when it's like
it does.
Standing up.
It's definitely one of like those serpent gators, but because of how wide the toy is,
serpent gators.
Like,
oh my god, can you imagine an alligator if it was just long? A serpent gator.
Yes, that's what this is.
Is that not what a dragon is? But
yeah.
Anyway.
But like, I just noticed like his lower sunglasses for when he's in robot mode are like flames in his mouth for in dragon mode. Or like a mustache. Also, the box art is pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, I feel like the box art makes me make like my point stand, where it's like you can do with, if you look at the box art for Don Momotaro Alter, you can do that exact pose with the mini plot version and not the version you bought. Jeez. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like that version will be the one that I will really like. And because it's like, I like the look of this because I love dragons. Mm-hmm. Like, it's like, this is right up my alley. And it's like that, and I like how it has the spear and everything, and I like the big shoulders. It's just, the end result for this toy is just not good.
I'm sorry, I gotta be that person because I just realized in this artwork,
He's got a penis.
it looks like he has a. I'm glad I'm not the only one who saw that. I was just like, wow, it's just.
God,
there.
now I'm gonna have to throw out this box art. I wasn't going to originally, but I guess I am now.
Look at that penis.
So.
It's not.
I about to say you've already been looking at it, but whatever. So. Yeah, that's pretty much it for Donbrothers. I'm about to say, do you really have anything to say about the Ninja altar?
No.
No. But apparently he's gonna ride it as a drone? Great.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, okay.
We haven't even seen this stuff in the show yet, so it's like I usually like to judge things more based off of like how they are in the show because
Well, yeah,
I feel it's like it's a little easier to compare it.
I like to look at it also, but as a toy though first.
Yeah.
I also like to think it's like, is this gonna be a fun toy?
Well, I'm just like with suits, I always feel like they look better like while we're watching.
Oh, like the
show.
concept, like what his altar will
like,
actually look like.
What are they going for? You know, did they successfully translate it into a toy?
I guess you're right, which I don't think they will, but
we'll have to see. Speaking of which,
the episode. Yes.
Yay, we're actually talking.
Okay, we're finally at the 13th episode. What did you think?
I feel like with what we saw in the preview last time, I was expecting something a little more dramatic, I guess. I mean, there were some dramatic moments in this, but
oh yeah, there was definitely like the
and it wasn't bad. It
was a really good episode.
I feel like we say that every episode. Just this is a really good one.
Somebody, I'm not gonna do it. Bellerock's definitely not gonna do it. But could somebody like compilation us saying where it's like, well, it was a pretty good episode.
This was a good episode. This was a good episode. No, do it at the very end of the show. So it's like us just saying it every single episode.
Yeah. But
and then there's the one where like I don't have much to say about it, and then it was just really long.
But yeah, no. So we open up, and like the team is having a meeting, like the four of them, like Taro, Haruka, and I still don't know, Kaji brothers, like. Or Sour Brothers' names.
I've given up. I just
call them by their ranger name, which is fair because it's like you can pronounce them, you can't pronounce the other ones if you're wrong.
But anyway, yeah, and they're like kind of like feeling unappreciated.
Well, yeah,
like,
they're just like
we're good as a team. I don't see why you can't compliment us. And his whole "I can't lie" thing is really popping up because he tries to compliment them and it kills him. So.
Yeah, his body rejects it. He's like, I'm shutting down.
And then we get a lot of the interaction between
him,
Gridman and Taro.
Yeah, Gridman and Taro, which I think I'm about to say his name.
Oh, it was
Sonoi.
Sonoi?
Yeah, I think it's Sonoi. Like so like yeah, but Gridman. Well, I'm about to say maybe now we can stop calling him Gridman, but he's still Gridman. But like yeah, there were a lot of interactions between him and Taro, and it's like again him reacting to that, like you know. Reacting to like him dying and not being able to fully accept, but like you hit him having this existential crisis because right after like they're just like, hey, we're unappreciated,
we're gonna boycott,
that's later, but yeah. Is that later? Well yeah, because it's like he's immediately like, because you remember it's like his pulse stops, pulse stops, and then like it's Gridman on the roof. So, he's on the roof and just like he's being an existentialism because he's like, oh, art is only something humanity can grasp.
Because wasn't it something along the lines of we're able to glaze over our imperfections?
Yeah, something like
to
that.
Create beauty or something like that.
Something like that. Like it's something. That,
and then he just drew an X. And
then he just X'd it out. Yeah, he didn't even doodle.
Did not even try. The pigeon.
Oh yeah, and then this pigeon was like, "Bwam, bwam," and then like
I immediately made the joke of I knew the government was using the pigeons to spy on us, and I nearly killed you.
Oh my god, can't believe you. But am I gonna have to show that pigeon now? Show that pigeon.
Coo.
It's gone.
Cuckoo.
But yeah, then
she gets head on again. She punches him in the face,
and then like the fish is just like blum blum.
The fish. I need help searching for my son Nemo.
Oh my god, was it a clownfish?
Yeah, it was a clownfish.
Show the picture of the clownfish.
Blub, blub, blub.
It's gone. Did you say blub, 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 rub, rub, rub? If you say blub, blub, you're a Nazi. But then, yeah, then smiling guy. Some person's dog.
Yeah, so, yeah, it was just being weird. It looked a lot like I called it the Venom Dog because it looks a lot, I think it's the same breed as the dog that Venom took over in...
I thought he took over a Chihuahua.
I don't know, I thought it was the same breed. Just because of, like, the ear shape, I think.
I don't remember.
Either way, the dog is just like, whoa.
Yeah, and we get a little bit of a plot dump, but an interesting plot dump, that you find out that the enemy that the God, what are they called?
Oh my goodness.
Cerebrians or something?
Siberia? No, not Siberians.
Is that the Siberians?
The Siberians are coming for us.
Gridman's a Siberian? Who would have guessed?
I'm so sorry. But,
The Cybrains or something.
Yeah, but anyway, so we were kind of right in one of the theories that we had.
Yeah, like, you find out that, like, Don Momotaro is a forgotten clan, the Don clan,
like
the
a
royal family, and they sent Taro to Earth as they were apparently getting slaughtered.
Yeah, they all got massacred, apparently.
Yeah, apparently. They said they were all executed. And, like, he is the last surviving of the Don clan, or something like that.
I believe, like, what we kind of gathered from the small little speech that all the weird animals gave was basically, or they were talking or something.
Yeah.
Was basically, like, these people that consider themselves fully complete
people,
or, like, fully perfect or whatever it is, they basically made this new domain, basically,
not
so that they could separate themselves from the humans.
Well, yeah, and it's like...
And the Dawn clan that Taro is from wanted to kind of just live in peace and, like, amongst other humans, instead of in this, like, weird...
Well, like, they wanted the best of both worlds. Like, we should get along with humanity, and they were just like, humanity almost, like... And they were blaming the whole Dawn clan. They're like, they almost destroyed our world.
Yeah.
Like, that was something they said. It's like, they almost destroyed our world. So...
But, we see Taro and Sonoy getting along really well.
Well, yeah, it's like they're talking about how...
He asks him to dinner, basically.
Oh, yeah.
They framed, like, this, like, flashback sequence of, like...
It was the funniest thing I'd ever seen.
I'm sitting here just like...
Boom, be-dee-dee.
I'm just like...
Man. And you have, like, the Gridman's stoic look on his helmet.
It weirdly felt like they were trying to make them look like he was basically asking him on a date. And I'm just sitting here like, I know that's not what you're trying to do, but it really feels like that's what you're trying to do.
Exactly.
That's like, I'm always the one that jokingly is like, haha, they're boyfriends, you know. I'm always the one that makes that joke, but even I'm sitting here like, come on, man, look at this. Yeah. I was like, oh, this is cute, cool. They have a cute little friendship, little bromance going on, and then all of a sudden it's just like, you want to go and get food sometime? I'm sitting there like,
yeah, let's go get udon.
What are you doing to me? It wasn't udon. What was it? It was
Odin.
Yeah, Odin. It was like a summer treat thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look it up because I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I'm about to say we didn't look that up.
Sounds good though.
I think it was really interesting that he was like Taro was pretty much telling Sonoy like all his problems. And they were both, and it was reciprocating, and it was so interesting because it's like you get that feeling as they're talking to each other, like that respect for each other, like, and it's like, and they're both just like, oh, I hope that someday you can settle it with the enemy that you seek, and pretty much, like, that's when, like you said, but. By the way, that flashback scene was so hilarious because again, really you get the stoic thing from him in his Gridman form. Yeah, and then you get Taro where it's like his head, like he's literally, it's in the laughing, but you don't hear the laugh, so it's just like the head. Yeah, exactly.
And and then the other team members are basically like, we're gonna boycott you so that
you're being mean.
You're mean. You need to learn to appreciate us.
Yeah. Also, Inoue Brothers' little plot this episode.
They thought he was an actual dog first.
Oh yeah, that was the opening.
They're
They're just like all of a sudden they're just like, we need to have a team meeting because we all know. And Kaido was just like, what about the 5th member? And all of a sudden Haruka was just like, what if? Hear me out, guys. He's just a dog. And everyone's like,
I mean,
yeah, and everyone's like,
I
well,
think Kaido makes fun of them.
well, no, I think was it Kiji brother?
Kiji?
No, Kaji. Kiji.
Brother?
Kaji brother. No, Sara brother, who went like, but I could have sworn I heard him talk, and she's like, it's a talking dog.
Duh.
Yeah, exactly. Where it's just like, of course.
I mean, to be fair, it's like all this other nonsensical stuff is going on. A talking dog isn't that hard to, you know.
Yeah, exactly. But even though he has specifically said that he is not a dog.
Yeah, that's like it's almost his catchphrase at this point of just, I'm not a dog.
It's like, I didn't choose to look like Sonic the Hedgehog, okay?
Sonic the Hedgehog.
But yeah, he had his little plot point of with his fiance, who may or may not be Kaji brother's wife.
Something going
There's
on
something going on.
Characters.
There's something.
There's like oh my gosh, like I swear I see all these puzzle pieces, but I cannot quite put them together.
We don't have the right piece.
Because
you have none of the corners.
Because we saw that moment where Kaji brother became sus, and I'm just like, something is up with him. And then we saw the thing with his wife where she folded the crane and she knew, and she did the bestials whatever.
Yeah, so she's not scot-free on this either, honestly.
And that's sus. So and now it's like, okay, and like she keeps having these really close encounters with Inoue brother, who's girl who is, what was it, she got like kidnapped by these people and they're holding her hostage until he like,
I think she's in custody,
something like that. And like they look similar. They
don't have the same name though.
They don't have the same name, but like they both cut hair.
She wanted to be a beautician, but she had tinnitus.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that was a mistake, because tinnitus is your ear ringing. I'm wondering if they meant arthritis.
But meanwhile, she was still cutting hair, though.
Yeah, but it's like, oh, maybe she just can't do it all the time, is what
meanwhile,
I wonder if that was just a mistake.
I don't know if it was, because he was said like,
tinnitus is just your ears ringing. How would that affect you cutting hair?
I don't know, but she was also saying like, oh, you're the person who went back to our hometown barber, and that's how they got together, was because of their home. Like,
we never would have met if you wouldn't.
Yeah, if you wouldn't have come back.
And then here's the thing, and then with that, and then there's everything that happened with Oni's sister. With, what was her name, like Hannah or something? The replacement Oni sister. I'm like,
she was here for one episode. We didn't even know.
But because like when she used all her points and it was like, I want my normal life back, it basically overwrote her save, I guess I could say. And
video game logic.
And it's like, instead of, you know, her being an artistic creator and then getting slandered in a very specific way, you know, and then having to become Oni's sister, and then she had a physical thing happen to her. Like, she couldn't take pictures anymore because her hands would, like, seize up or something, whatever, or cramp up or whatever was going on with her hands. And now we have this where it's like, Kaji brother used his points, and all of a sudden there's two freaking mirror girls that are, like, almost identical
Natsumi and Mio.
And it's like, oh, and she could have become a beautician, but she can't because of some sort of physical thing that happened. It's like, I'm seeing these puzzle pieces, and what I think, one of my theories, I don't particularly think this one will be true, but one of my theories is, oh, what if when Kaji brother used his points, instead of being, oh, I wish I was good enough for my wife, he framed it more along the lines of, oh, I wish I was good enough for a wife, and that overwrote all of that save data, basically, and everyone remembers, oh yeah, this is his wife. That's what we have been seeing, but that's not what happened, because he used his points to change it, and we're kind of seeing the consequences of it. I don't know if it even really has any legs to stand on. I don't even really fully believe it myself, but that's pretty much the only thing I've
because they were
at this point.
Because he was married by the time he became Kaji
Yeah,
brother.
but that's the thing with this. It changes everything before that point of you using your points. They don't remember you. This person has always been a part of the team. They know everybody. They have completely different dynamics. You know, it's like, what if that's just what we're seeing?
And then she was, like, killed and became a bestial, like the...
I don't really know.
Like, it's hard to tell.
There's
and it's
something
like,
going on.
There are several pieces. Like
That's
you
just
said,
a theory.
yeah, we have all these pieces, but then we also have...
You know.
Nothing else.
It's still a really
Yeah,
cool
I'm
plot.
interested. I'm
Haven't
engaged.
Even fully gotten Inoue, brother. So.
Yeah, we still haven't gotten all 5, and I wonder now that you when I was hearing you talk about that and say that, I wonder if that's why.
Why she has the thing?
No, if because of that. Because they're gonna have to be interacting so much eventually, so they can keep them away from each other, you know, and have, like, close calls. Like...
He's eating a mint, by the way.
Inoue, brother. Why'd you have to tell the people that?
Because I've been listening to you rattle the thing and chomp away for a while, and you're talking while you're chewing.
I'm not you don't chew mints.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
But,
Anyway, brother. And
yeah, he was getting a haircut, and, like, he leaves after his haircut is done, right after Kaji brother's wife left.
No, she came in.
Yeah, exactly.
After he left.
Yeah, exactly. I said the reverse, but, like...
And, yeah, she's just like, oh, thanks for coming up. This person's shoulder was acting up. They're like, that's okay. I love this job. And then they hold on to it for, like, a second too long, and I'm, like, uncomfortable. I'm like, what are you trying to tell me?
But...
And then... there's, like, this crazy lady that was, like, the monster.
Yeah, she was the monster of the week. She was just kind of a... She was kind of a Karen.
I kind of felt sad for her, though.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean... It's like, I understand, and she also seems to understand that, like, she's acting this way because some bad things happened to her, and she just kind of...
Her husband died.
Her husband died, and her son is, like...
Ran away.
Ran away, and I think he left for a woman. And she's just like, I'm lonely, please pay attention to me.
Yeah.
And it's like, and she does that by being an absolute bitch, and everyone has to pay attention to her because she's being a bitch.
Which, this monster was hilarious.
Which makes me sad, because it's like, if she would just be open and honest, like, I imagine a lot of people would be happy to, like, you know, hear her out a little more, but she went about it in a really bad way. She becomes a monster. They do continue their boycott thing. They're like, no, we gotta teach him a lesson.
Yeah, and then him and Sonoe have a battle ensued.
Yeah, Inoue brother shows up at some point. He's not in on anything, so he's just like, why aren't you fuckers helping?
No, that was later. Like,
I know, it happened.
But, like, yeah, there was the first fight, and, like, she's, like, doing whatever, and, like, immediately, like, Taro starts fighting him, and obviously the boycott happens, and we just see them, like, the Donblasters show up. They see the Donblasters show up.
They grab them.
They grab them, and, like, they're just like, nope.
Denied.
Exactly. So they didn't show up. But, like...
But they ran there.
That was later, too. But,
I'm just saying the things that happen. Whatever.
Well, like, yeah.
But anyway, so the battle between him and Sonoe, they finally figure out that the other person is...
They get launched back onto the roof they were talking at.
And they both do the samurai thing where they, like, cut each other at, like, the same time. They both fall out of their suits.
Yeah, they both fly.
And they both just have this look of betrayal. Just,
no,
not you!
They're like, it's like, oh, no, not the person I enjoyed.
It's like he had told Taro, it's just like, people like you give me hope, or something like that. And I'm like, no!
And, like, they find out that they're pretty much mortal enemies. Like, that is something that they were told the whole time. Like, you need to make sure none of the Dawn clan is left.
Yeah. And they even both specifically said to their respective groups of people that they need to be the first ones to die.
Yeah.
Like, Taro needs to be the first one to die. Fucking Blue Man over there needs to be the first one to die.
Gridman needs to die.
Gridman needs to die. But,
so
it's just, you see them just so sad. They don't even continue fighting, but then...
Well, they also say, then he was just like, hey, he's like, I guess we're not gonna do that Odin.
Odin.
The Odin. He's just like, that's not gonna happen. And then, like, obviously he asks him a question to ask if he's honest.
Because he knows that he needs to be honest and stuff.
We're just gonna get this out of the way. That you find out he asked him his weakness.
Yeah, and I'm kind of mad if only just because, like, it's like, Taro, you do realize you could just not say anything, right? That's not lying. You just don't say anything.
Yeah, and you pretty much find out the only time...
Or you could just say, I don't want to tell you, because that's the truth.
Yeah.
Like,
but meanwhile, I guess he maybe thought he was more honorable than to use it.
Yeah, that was a mistake, because he immediately used it. Because he's like, what's your weakness? And he said it's like, oh...
After I'm done being on
like a few moments after I'm done using Don Onitajin, I'm weak. Or something.
He's like, I'm weak. Yeah.
And boy, did he fucking pounce on that.
Yeah, okay, so they pretty much go in, they go do the monster, bit. Which, by the way, I do like the giant monster, because obviously we got to see Don Onitajin in this episode.
Oh, and the monster is kind of
like Kyoryuger. It was Kyoryuger, so...
Kyoryuger.
Which, I like both of the monster suits.
Yeah, like the battery hair.
Yeah, the battery hair. But I think it was really cool that they had the helmet for the big monster be Kyoryugen. And that's all I pretty much had to say about that. It was pretty cool. You know.
And I like that they had like the teeth at the top.
Yeah, the teeth. But like, yeah, so pretty much after that, Taro gets murdered.
Yeah, again, stabby. And he freaking just
disappears.
He
just like phases out like a video game character. Like,
yeah. Everyone's just like, "Oh God, Taro!" And it kind of
like it wasn't even like suited Taro. No, it was suited, but like it wasn't suited Taro who disappeared. Like he turned back to normal,
and then he like faded into like light boxes.
Exactly. It's like, could you imagine if you were a kid and he was your favorite character?
I could see the kid screaming now.
Like,
sorry.
Like, you know what I mean,
see
though?
The kid screaming now.
Like, you know what I mean, though? Mm-hmm. Like, that's terrible.
I mean, he's the freaking...
He's red.
Like, the whole show is about him. I imagine he's not actually dead, but it's like... Wow.
Yeah, like, they straight killed him. They just... It's like, wait, killed him. Like, they didn't... It's not like you actually saw him fall over, die, and like they're like, oh my God, he's dead. But to be fair, he does lose his pulse anytime he lies or whatever. Yeah, so I guess that really doesn't matter because he wakes up afterwards. Like, but I also like the scene where it's like, because they were doing the boycott, and like Sire Brother was like the big, like,
no, we have to stand our
ground. It mostly probably because Taro said he had two problems, unlike Kaji Brother and Oni Sister, where it's like, where he's like, oh, Oni Sister, you lack focus. And, oh God.
Kaji Brother, it was like confidence.
Yeah, it's like, you need more confidence. And
the other one was narcissism and what else?
Oh my God.
I don't quite remember, but
it was something else.
So like
arrogance, yeah. I didn't even. I was looking at
the first one to break. He's just like, I can't wait anymore, and then they changed, and everyone's like, oh my God.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, he was kind of a dick. He was kind of a dick. So it's like,
you could probably gather that from the fact that we told you that they used Don Onitajin, so you probably gathered that.
Yeah. Well, I just had to get back to that where it's like, I bet you it was just him being bitter. Like he was the most like, we got to do the boycott because he was like, I'm the one he complained about the most.
I was really like those jokes. I remember, for whatever reason, I remember it most distinctly, like in iCarly. When they were like trying to like go for the first like web series in space or something like that, and it's like she was the one that was always calm and collected. Like Carly, she was calm and collected, keeping everybody, you know, just like, look, this is an opportunity we can't waste. And they're like, you know what, you're right. And they lay down to go to bed, and then she starts screaming and then busts open a window and crawls through it.
Oh my God.
Where it's like, you're the one that's like keeping everything together, and then you break, and then it just like, I can't take it anymore, and everyone else just follows.
Yeah, exactly.
What a weird example.
But like, but yeah, no, it was funny to see Sorrow Brother do that. Like I said, it was funny because it's like, you can tell where it's like, you're just bitter. But yeah, no. So yeah, Taro's dead, and that's how the episode ends.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm about to say.
Is there anything else that we really need to mention? Because I don't really think there's.
Well, I'm about to say now with Taro's body on the ground.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask. Because we're 13 episodes deep, which is a good amount. Of favorite characters so far.
Jeez, I don't really know. Like, honestly,
It's
the
a hard
more
pick.
I watch, the more I do genuinely like Taro.
Taro's pretty good.
I like Kaji, brother, but...
he's suspicious right now.
He's sus right now. He kind of sus.
Yeah.
I'm voting him, but...
He's getting launched.
He's launched out of the airlock. But I genuinely am enjoying Taro the more I spend time with him.
Yeah.
And I feel like Oni's sister is kind of stepping back from being the main character a bit. They are focusing more on Taro.
Well, yeah, he did
I
die.
It was really cool that like she was the main character for a while.
Well, yeah. Well, it's like I like that you had to see her priorities shift.
And it wasn't like it was like just suddenly now he's the main character and it's like jarring. I feel like they phased it in pretty well.
Well, yeah, it's like he's the hero of the story.
Yeah.
He's the Momotaro in the Momotaro tale, like, you know what I mean?
What's that?
But like, yeah. Honestly, I can agree. I think Taro is personally like the best of the 5.
He's really interesting. He's got a lot of
but all the other characters are fun. Like,
yeah,
I do like all the other
I
characters.
don't think there's really any particular character I dislike in this.
Yeah.
I mean, there are ones that we spent more time with and ones we haven't spent as much time with. But
Anyway, brother.
well, yeah. I meant more like, just characters in general. Like, we haven't seen much of the other...
Yeah, like Oni's sister's aunt.
No. By the way, she's alive.
Yeah, that was last episode.
No, I meant more of, what are they called again? Like the Celestials?
Oh, the Cerebrians?
Yeah, like we haven't really seen any of
the Caribbeans.
The Caribbeans. The Pirates of the Caribbean. But...
Led by Gridman.
But, what even?
I don't even know.
I feel like people are gonna need, like,
a
language key to be able to...
No, I'm gonna throw up the picture of them. Don't worry.
Either way, like, the two we haven't really spent much time with. Like, the girl in Umbrella Man. We haven't really spent much
Captain
time
laughs a lot.
Captain...
Yep. And then creeps people out. Yeah, so yes.
And Lady.
Yeah, and Lady.
And it is cool that we found out that the other guy's thing that he doesn't understand is art, which is a little bit deeper than just, like...
It's not just an emotion, it's like a concept.
Or an action, it's more of like a concept.
And I am glad that we got like confirmed on what Taro is, that it's not like an ultimate big reveal. I like how it's like it's deeper and something you can think about for the first like 13-ish episodes, because I don't even remember when we brought it up. Was it? But I want to say it was a little bit earlier, where it's like, oh, what if he's one of them? And we just got that confirmed.
I think it was maybe 2 episodes ago, maybe. It was pretty recent.
No, I want to... You might be right.
Something around that. But, yeah, I just find it really cool.
Yeah, I like the story and direction it's going. And,
I don't got complaints.
Yeah, no, I'm really enjoying this. I can't wait for next week's episode, which we will be getting out sooner rather than later. It looks really cool, like, going into the preview real quick. We're not going to get into it deep because, again, it's going to happen not too long after this.
Yeah.
But it looks interesting. It looks like a new character's coming in.
We'll be here.
Yeah, but say, we will be right back. Same channel.
We'll be
probably not the same time, because I'm not really going to be like, I release this at 12 o'clock, so I have to release the other one at 12 o'clock. I can't do the same bat time, same bat channel, same bat channel.
I was trying to say that joke!
Oh, I'm sorry. I think they could hear you. That was my arm.
I'm gently patting, by the way. But, yeah, I was trying to say that joke. So rude. Stealing my jokes. He's not funny. He steals my jokes.
I steal nothing.
I was literally trying to interrupt you to say the joke. And then you just kept talking louder.
I'm sorry.
Very rude. Very rude.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not. If you were sorry, you'd stop doing it.
All right. I think we've had quite the podcast.
Yeah, I wonder how far we delved into madness in this one.
Quite a lot. But, there was a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
There was a lot to talk about.
You wanted to rant about toys for a while, so...
Well, we had news! I'm about to say, we had to share the news no matter what.
News.
We had news. Dondragoku.
News.
Now, can Dondragoku beat Superman?
News. No, Superman will win.
That's fair.
Anyway.
Yeah, I think that's it for today.
We're crazy. We're mad.
All right. Thank you so much for listening.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Don't forget the comments. Thanks. Bye.